From the area known as Patriot Place, EA Sports set for football at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the New England Patriots. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
He'll buy some time right. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Mahomes firing complete. The 30. 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags. So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. On the move to it, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip.
Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. 30. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
And he's got it up and through.
That ties the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
At the 32-yard line.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it, and he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
They run again on 1st down. Chubb. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
I mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let it. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That's good for 28 yards. They'll run with Chubb. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd.
Now Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City.
To number 89.
A 5-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
The kicker on for the point after.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Now this will make it into the end zone.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drop.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Back at the 15-yard line.
Now Saquon Barkley. Yeah, nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15.
It's now 3rd down and long.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
The score, Chiefs 20, Patriots 7.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded in the end zone. Able to slither by. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
That catch good for only a couple.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A gain of 13, it's a first down. Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play. On first down, he'll drop to throw. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 32-yard line.
At the 32-yard line.
Barkley. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Looking to throw. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they've got it with a third down and long coming up. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They find some open field here. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Patriots. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. This is Barkley. That's a gain of 6 on the first down run.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. 58, come on. 58, come on. Come on.
2nd and 14. And his throw is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 23. 35 yards that time on the punt. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Number 24.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
And it's 3rd down.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off near the 32. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Chiefs 20, Patriots 14.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now Mahomes to try again after the pick 6. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he will find his man on the outside. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
1st down.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. That one complete to Hill. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth, when the ball's arriving.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Touchdown.
A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now stands at 13. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Pats at the line ready to go. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. They'll get this out to Barkley complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. For the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you're talking about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep back over the middle. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
Patriots take over.
That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Patriots are back within a score. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Good. Makes the score Chiefs 27, Patriots 21.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown.
Lining up for the point.
And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling. Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away.
25-yard line. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
And the first down, Chiefs.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Tackle made right at midfield.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Kyle Duggar there on the coverage.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Mahomes going to throw. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
First down, Chiefs.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
In the end zone. It's 2nd down and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Now it's Mahomes again. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Tyreek Hill, incomplete. It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley.
Complete to Saquon.
4 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and upwards the incompletion.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Mahomes now on first down. Open man is Hill. He's got it. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. That is his 951st NFL reception, so 49 away from 1,000, but 951. That ties him with Andre Reed.
Oh, I love the trigger there because Andre Reed caught the ball any part of the field and specialized in traffic, similar to what we've seen throughout his career as well. Does not mind going across the middle and making big-time catches.
2 big plays in succession, and Kansas City's on the move. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes, and it's caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now. They toss it left side to Chubb.
That's all you got?
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Touchdown.
Nick Chubb. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't
Go
worked
to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he's got his man on the out route. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Back to throw now on 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 40. Trump, the big fella. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football. And
he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And the lead is up to 14.
Kick is good. Makes the score Chiefs 41, Patriots 27.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on what.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 41. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. So after the INT, here's Mahomes rolling to his right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill, his 9th touchdown of the season. And thanks to the interception, the Chiefs offense cashes in with 6. Extra point attempt to follow here. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Makes the score Chiefs 48, Patriots.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an
And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 26. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
Intercepted.
The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Mahomes now on 1st down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. A run for Nick Chubb. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And he'll take it all the way out near the 30-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a toss right to Barkley. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
3rd down and 5.
He'll look to throw.
He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. Back to throw. And that's complete to the tight end, Devin Asiasi. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he will find his man on the outside. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
They'll run with Barkley. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Gain of 3 brings up third and 2.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
They're going to run it with Barkley, and they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 47. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game. And now this time, an interception return for another score. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion.
Makes the score Chiefs 48, Patriots 40.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as the tackle made here at the 36. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And a first down, Chiefs.
They run. Chubb. Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
Mahomes pass. Complete to Tyreek Hill. 5 yards on the play. And it's
on third down, it's Nick Chubb. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll buy some time right. And going deep for Hill. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Touchdown,
Tyreek Hill. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
And the lead will grow by one more.
Makes the score Chiefs 55. Patriots
set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now a desk. He's got a man. Complete. He's at the 30. 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A big play there. 84 yards. And the Patriots get a score closer.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. He's got it. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further.
Chiefs 55. Patriots 48. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all three timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
32-yard line.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so you don't get another one picked off.
4-yard line.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
55.
And Charles, in this one, the 4th quarter became a lot more interesting, I know, than I anticipated. Probably you anticipated. A comeback bid falling just a little bit short.
You're never supposed to count a team out, and I know we didn't on air, but mentally, I just didn't see this type of a comeback, especially one that put them in a position to put the real pressure on them down the stretch.
So for Kansas City, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for New England, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin.